Ryan Fitzgerald to get our night started kicking away for the Noles. And this will bring out the penalty flag as he puts it out of bounds.
And this staff is trying to make sure they get more highs than lows.
He has the All-American receiver, Keishon Boutte, to the top of your screen. And this is what he can do at his best. The wheels for Jaden Daniels.
Why he became the starting quarterback. His mobility as a runner is a big reason why he's in this position.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, late hit. Number 8, defense.
So play 2 after the penalty, and the long run comes from the 25-yard line. Empty look for Daniels.
He's 75. Offense, 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Still first down.
That's Dylan Gibbons, who actually played for Brian Kelly at Notre Dame and transferred to Florida State last year as a grad student.
And you're going to see 75 Gibbons. That left arm just hangs on a little bit too long as Ward is bursting through that B gap.
Travis is going to keep. Catches a block on the outside, and Jordan Travis with the fleet feet.
Far 2.
Philly. As he tries to muscle his way close to the 25-yard line. LT Lawrence to a Philly.
Now they are deep and talented.
2nd down and 6. This is going to be a struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. So he comes in to replace Smith. Meantime, it's 3rd and 10. Travis, pressure came off the edge. He escapes it for the moment, floats it downfield, but it's incomplete, beyond the grasp of Pokey Wilson. In New Orleans.
He's one of the best edge defenders. So 2 of the best players in the Southeastern Conference potentially banged up on consecutive plays, but it looks like Ojulari is going to be able to come off under his own.
Good season a year ago for the Noles. And this is no good. So the miss from 47. 65 days ago was when LSU was on top of the world. This is Goodwin out of the backfield, tried to spin free, but then he is gobbled up by Bethune. Katie, what can you tell us about the injuries on the LSU defensive line?
Some good and bad news.
Sitting there in Atlanta with Brian Kelly and SEC Media Days, and PK said that's the name everybody will be talking about by the end of the year. And he's back in the locker room. 2nd and 14. This is Mason Taylor. This is the true freshman tight end who they're raving about, the son of the legend. Jaden Daniels, the quarterback, his LSU debut.
That's a look.
Pressure off the edge, spins free for a moment, and then too much traffic as he just tries to get back to the line of scrimmage. Jamie Robinson was the first to get in there, and then Dennis Briggs cleaned things up for the...
Be decisive, and as a result, they're stopped to the 3 and out.
Dave Bramblett, who was Brian Kelly's punter at Notre Dame for 3 years, just booms one to Micah Pittman. Backs him all the way up, and then the coverage unit does their job.
Just most interested.
BYU. But I will tell you this, we've been here for days. The Florida State fans in this town this week.
They are not outnumbered, that's for sure. There are a lot of Seminoles.
Start the 2nd quarter with a 2nd and 7. Ward trying to bounce it to the outside on that right.
Ready through the first 16 minutes or so.
Greg, they're 3 for 3 on 3rd down on this drive. And there's another conversion as Travis takes it ahead on what was the 12th play.
And I want to go heavy play action, see if I can't throw a big post over the top. So keep an eye here. If they try to get maybe a little bit aggressive over the top, that's what I'd do off play action.
Instead, they go on the ground and driven back at the 39. Reverse. Flea flicker opportunity. Downfield.
Pass interference. Number 2, defense. That penalty is declined. Result of play is a touchdown.
That was Garner who
The Noles.
What were we he's saying little by little. 14
What's the shot, G-Man? Here it comes off. Little stretch, end around, flea flicker. Ball flutters just a hair, but Pokey brings it in.
This goes out of bounds as well.
Affects the defense. Look at all this movement, okay? You have two defenders who are looking in the backfield. They see reverse. No. Flea flicker. Post over the top. Ball flutters. Staff.
Hayden Daniels, Noah Kane, the running back, and the Tigers back out there for their third drive. Daniels, for a moment, looked like he was going to escape things and then
To flow freely over the top.
318 pounds to one side, 335 to the other. Quick strike over the middle to midfield to Brian. First down at midfield. Pressure off the edge. Daniels escapes it. First and goal. Travis with protection, with time to the end zone. Incomplete. Big Johnny Wilson was the target on the fifth
Throw. Tight window. Little sluggo concept, a little slant and go, and one that Wilson has to bring in. I mean, it's going to be a tough catch, but you're playing against DVU. All right.
Second and goal. Benson did it to the 7-yard line. Third and goal from the 7 against 6-1. Travis on third and goal. Pressure off the edge. Goes to the end zone, and it's incomplete.
4.
Short field goal by Fitzgerald will make it 10-3 Noles. They went 14.
Amazing hospitality. Just love coming here.
You know it's a good football weekend when you ask me, how do I eat these smothered turkey necks? Malik Neighbors on the return. And as he's trying to find anything, tries to bounce it to the left and then is driven down out of the... Not a catch. All-American receiver. And now a tackle for loss. That is Tatum Bethune. As he takes down Goodwin, Bethune is
Off and hasn't really taken advantage of an occasionally good matchup.
Daniels on second down, pumps, and then goes downfield. And that's
when big plays happen. It's like there's a spy in the middle of the field, too, where Deloach will likely be responsible for Jaden Daniels.
Third and long. Daniels, flag is down. Could be a holding there on the right tackle as he goes to Bryant. There's Briggs or McClendon or the speedy Jared Verse.
Holding, number 27. Offense. That penalty is declined. Fourth down.
We're going to get the running back who was in for pass protection, Josh Williams.
From LSU.
Jay Bramblett, the Notre Dame transfer. To punt away, sends a knuckler downfield. And it goes out of bounds. And the Noles.
Like conduct. Number 80. Offense. That penalty will also be enforced, and that's number 80's first unsportsmanlike conduct foul of the game. Previous play for targeting is under further review. After further review, number 11 did commit the foul for targeting. He has been ejected for the remainder of the game.
Brian Kelly is the head coach of LSU, not going quite as planned, trailing by 2 touchdowns here in New Orleans. Malik Neighbors on the return. And excellent coverage.
Play against 300-pound men every week, and you're scared to death of public speak.
Yeah. He can do this in front of 68,000 and 300-pound future NFL players, but the best man toast, well, good for him. I love it. I love the fact he shared that story with us.
Man, he's dropped. He's just out of sync. Tigers need a spark back.
Daniels throws it well behind to the outside of Thomas. Flag is down at the 12-yard line.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, number 27. Defense, 15-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
That's Akeem Dent in the third quarter. Those long 2 drives of Florida State framed up against this effort from LSU. Can they make up for it here? No, again, Bucci can't come up with it, but the flag.
Defense, 15-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
That's now 30 yards of penalties to get this drive started. It's a good job of recognizing the matchup. Pretty good throw there by Daniels, too.
Florida State's 4th penalty of this second half. Kane takes it ahead, past midfield.
I'm LSU. I want to get into offensively.
2nd and 6. Daniels gets it complete and a little more from Lacey. And first down for the Tigers
to the match. It looks like that's what they're doing. I like the approach from Mike Denbrock.
Mike Denbrock, who was Luke Fickell's play caller at Cincinnati. Taylor. Jason Taylor's son, Mason Taylor, with the
just a great job by the offensive line. There's plenty of time. 4-man rush. Mitt. And then deal it. Great job by Jordan Travis.
Now Benson trying to be patient, but he was first met by Garner.
It's a whole lot more confident, especially in the pass game now.
And learned a lot from Mackenzie Milton last year in terms of leadership, how to deal with the locker room. Jumps up in the...
It's going 5, 6, 7, 8 yards maybe, but how about this? Buy a little time, evade the rush, get vertical, and then boom, a little response from Florida State.
Sure has after that long, successful drive. They go with the end around. And this is Span. Stride.
Right, and hand it off, round back to the end with lead blockers in front.
Benson met at the line of scrimmage and then falls ahead for 2 yards.
Sacked a couple times, but for the most part, they've been rock solid.
Giving him a chance like this inside the 5-yard line as he goes to Marquiston Douglas, the 270 to contest.
That's Tiger deep at the front.
Then play the drive. Travis keeps it himself. Travis is able to go ahead for a front. Comes in to play fullback every so often. That puts Ward in the direct snap. And he gets it to the one he's become as well. Now they're going to go I formation with Lundy as the traditional fullback. And they give it to him. And he scores.
Right up over the top, too. Pretty good initial surge by LSU, but Lundy goes vertical and finds pay dirt. That's called a bone right there.
And look at the reaction on the Florida State bench when Lundy gets in on offense and does that. The Noles have been building, growing, believing, and they're showing it here in New Orleans tonight. As a high school wrestler, he's a do-it-all athlete. Just came in at fullback and scored for the Noles, and now he's out there on special teams.
How about Jared Verse? Takes advantage of a busted protection to block the field goal. But that wasn't all. He wasn't done. He beats the true freshman Will Campbell inside. And right as
Braden Daniels, the new LSU quarterback, gets it quickly to Dre Jenkins. And what a... Second and 10. Here they go. Jenkins drives it in.
Cross underneath, piece of cake. You got a spy right now. Tatum Bethune's covering man-to-man. There's nobody there for Jenkins. Missed booty on a second ago. They find Jenkins, and he turns it into a touchdown.
Just had the sense that it would be 2 programs who have to answer last 4 minutes and 7 seconds after they just closed it to a touchdown margin. Let's check out the Capital One rewarding performance.
But the time is far more important than those couple yards.
First 3 and out for Florida State tonight. LSU defense did their job when they had to do it. Fair catch is muffed again. Can you believe this? Malik Neighbors, second time tonight, and Florida State recovers.
It's just one of those crazy things that always fumble
Here down at the goal line. Is there a chance LSU has come up with it as Ward fumbled the ball? LSU says they have it. Wow. LSU does.
Cause timeout. Instead, you pitch it. I mean, only bad things can happen there. You cannot pitch it on the goal line. You cannot do it.
Florida State's first turnover of the night. Try to get a look at who got it down this pile.
Just a crazy mistake there. Pitch was off the mark. As you could see, number 92, it looked like Makai Wingo was the guy that was in the best position to recover it.
Defensive tackle who's in for Mason Smith, who was injured earlier tonight. 99 yards away. Here's the slant to Neighbors.
Feed him. You might need him on this drive, so get him a look early.
Shallow cross right back to him to the 15-yard line, but look at that clock. 59 seconds.
This can't line in the wrong formation. That's killing really valuable time.
Down to 50 seconds. Daniels being pursued. Now he's going to run. 2 timeouts remaining. He's going to get the first down, so that helps.
This is a situation here. It looks like you're going to get man coverage. Looks like Florida State's going to drop and try to cover underneath.
Daniels searching for anything and is able to get it to Kayshon Boutte. 1 timeout remains. They've made it up to the 42-yard line. Started at the 1. Daniels again gets it quickly out. This isn't going to generate much, although how about that?
They're giving way too much freedom to the boundary. They're giving way too much freedom to the sideline. They need to protect the sideline because that's obviously where LSU's trying to get.
Daniels, 28 seconds. Oh, and he's sacked. They do have the 1 timeout, as is Jared Verse doing damage again.
If anything else, and funnel that pass rusher inside.
Jaden Daniels. They drop 8 against him. 3-man rush, taking a lot of time, and now running with it. They don't have any timeouts. Has to get the first down. He does. Dives ahead inside the 30.
Now you clock it. In this spot, you're looking in the direction of the 6'4" Brian Thomas. You're looking in the direction of the 6'2" Dre Jenkins.
Get it complete right at the stick to Brian Thomas.
Mason Taylor, the freshman tight end, 6'4", more length on the field now for the Tigers, and they're going to help out their tackle with the pass rush.
Here we go. Clock ticking down. Daniels taking time. Remember, no timeouts. Here is the freshman inside the 5. 1 second remains.
Tough to tell.
Florida State is challenging that the runner was out of bounds. Previous play is under review.
Matt Austin, our rules expert.
I think the question that the replay booth is struggling with now is, does this carry a 10-second subtraction?
Right.
When the replay booth creates a running clock in the last minute, it is subject to a 10-second subtraction. They did get the first down, however.
After reviewing the play, the runner was down in bounds for a first down. By rule, the clock will stop. LSU will have time for 1 play.
Well, it wipes out the big run and makes for a 1st and 20. Travis is going to keep. Catches a block on the outside, and Jordan Travis with the fleet feet makes up for the penalty.
They're in the flat off a mesh or a pick.
Let's decide it. Right here in New Orleans, Jaden Daniels to the end zone. Got it! Jermaine Jenkins! My, oh my, what a night, New Orleans! His first college action to send us to overtime.